What's going on, everybody? And in this week's lesson, we are going to try to make sense of some ridiculous time signatures. Now, rhythm is probably the most important aspect of music and can be challenging enough to kind of feel and internalize time. But if you're ever familiar with progressive music, maybe some metal music, and even classical music, you're going to come across some pretty crazy time signatures. And hopefully, this lesson helps us break that down a little bit and makes it a little easier to understand. I am in E flat standard tuning. I'm down a half step. It's not really important to what we're going to be going over in this lesson. I just want to let everybody know. Okay? So we're going to talk about a couple time signatures, and let's talk about first 11/16 and then 15/16, whatever the hell those are, right? So when we take quarter notes and divide them into 16th notes, right? We get 4 per beat, or 4 for quarter note. So if we're in 3/4, for example, we have 3 beats, and if we put 16th notes on every one of those, we have 3 groups of 4. That would be 12 16th notes, right? Very easily felt as, right? Our groups of 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. We can grasp that. That's not too challenging. So when we look at a time signature like 11/16, all we're really doing is removing one of those 16th notes. And then you can get an accent pattern of, say, 4, 4, and 3. Something could be felt like this. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1, right? And that can be difficult to kind of feel, that little shortness, that stutter that happens. But as hopefully we just explained, it's not too difficult, right? So you can probably practice strumming, dead notes, chords, whatever you want, and just to get that feel. And what is nice about this is that 11 is an odd number. So as I'm strumming, the pattern's going to flip from kind of starting on a down to starting on an up, and that's pretty good rhythm practice in itself. Now, another way that you can practice this, if you can just sit here and chug, say, open strings, and then maybe just play the 12th fret for the 3 notes. And this is just to help you feel the time. And that's it, right? So I can go. Right? And again, just to make sense of what's going on here. But like I said, you have this accent pattern of 4, 4, and 3. Now, that can be developed and changed and manipulated into a whole slew of cool, stabby, chuggy kind of things going on. We're not really going to delve into that, but I just want you to know that you can absolutely do that, right? So for some fun, let's take that measure of 11/16, right? We just got straight 16th notes. And then again, just put some rest in there to get something like. Right, we get this nice start-stop pattern of kind of accents between, say, 1 or 2 groupings. All right, and again, you can use that to develop some more complicated ones, but at least this gives us a sense of what's going on. So for a simplistic musical exercise, let's take some chords, right? I'm going to play this add 2 or sus add 9, sus 2 kind of sound, 3, 5, 7. Volume's up there. And then move that up to 7th position, just play 9, 7, 9, 7. Right? Not really trying to write a song here, just trying to show you a musical example. And then we can take that pattern that we created with the rest and then maybe put it in as a chug phrase, for example. So I can go. Right? Fun little example of how you can put that into a riff. Now, again, musically, you can take that to whatever direction you want. That's just kind of a quick example of how we can put our little example to use. Okay? So now let's talk about the next time signature, right? 15/16. Same concept. If we're in 4/4, again, now we have 4 beats of 4 16th notes. That's 16 16th notes, and we obviously don't call 4/4 16 16, right? But when we manipulate it into getting to like, okay, our pattern is 15 16th notes. There's really no other way to communicate that, okay? But it's the same idea, right? Where we can take 16 notes and just chop one off at the end. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Very cool kind of idea. So now let's do the same thing. Let's put some rests in here and come up with a cool accent pattern. And that would sound like this. So you can see right away, if I just chug that, right? You can see how you can create some pretty proggy kind of chord stab ideas. But let's take the same thing we just did, the same 2 chords, same idea, right? We'll strum the rhythm, but now we're in 4/4, so it'll be slightly different. Right? And then we'll put that chug pattern in just on an E5, right? Right? Just like that. And it can be a nice fill, it could be a nice breakdown section, whatever you want. It's just a simple exercise that you can try to come up with some cool patterns and hopefully understand these ridiculous time signatures when you come across them in the music you like, right? So there you go. Hopefully that makes sense of some of these crazy and ridiculous time signatures that you might come across in your favorite prog tunes or some old school serial classical music. And then you could start interjecting them in your own and internalizing them a little bit, all right? So down in the description, you can find the tabs, the guitar profiles for any of this stuff. It's good to practice along with. And as always, let me know what you come up with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.